President Trump says he, quote, would love to deport what he calls homegrown criminals to El Salvador. That means Americans, people born in the United States.
Major changes are coming to the Social Security Administration as the Trump administration shakes up how government works. But advocates and seniors are worried the planned reforms will prevent people from getting the benefits they rely on.
You're all here. Where the hell is Kevin Kyle? Republicans have been told to not hold town halls. He's following that directive. But to that I say, if they're not going to hold town halls, to hell with them. I'll show up and I'll talk to you. By a show of hands, can you tell me if you're on Social Security? And by a show of hands, can you tell me if prior to this president, you'd ever missed a check or a deposit? No. No one. That's going to change. And when you miss it, do you think anybody is going to be there to pick up the phone when you call because you have a problem? Hell no. So if I had been paying my own money for 30 to 40 years into Social Security, and some orange idiot came into office and put it at risk, I'd show up at my community center on a Tuesday night too. That's right. I'd be pretty pissed off as well.
East Bay Congressman Eric Swalwell took on the Trump administration during a town hall meeting in Livermore. More than 1,000 people attended the event at the Livermore High School gym.
My name is Gina Bonanno. What brings me here tonight is that I'm very concerned about some of the things that are happening in our country. I've had a chance to get to know Congressman Swalwell a little bit over the years and feel very strongly that he's working very hard to try and hold some ground on some of these important issues.
Hi everyone, I am here with Congressman Eric Swalwell. He is about to go on for a town hall meeting in Livermore, California. And there's one question on everyone's mind, Eric.
Yes.
What the fuck are we going to do about Donald Trump?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Small victories will bring big victories. We warm the waters and get the best candidates to self-recruit or get recruited to run to win the midterms. In the meantime, we go to the courts and we support organizations like Democracy Forward that are doing that, and they're slowing down the president. We support people who are willing to have the nerve to stand up to the president as a free press. And then we make sure people still go to the town square. So no King's Day, June 14th. Yep. We got to show up. So there's a lot we're going to do. And so I want you to know, whatever you have done in the past, let's go one rung higher. If we all go one rung higher, we're going to get through and out of this. And you don't have to reveal yourself, but a few of you have told me this, that we have registered Republicans here tonight. And I want to thank you for coming to our town hall if you are a registered Republican. Because to me, this is not about political party or the color of the political jersey that you wear. It's about the values we share as a country. How many of you, before last November's election, thought that electing Donald Trump would be an absolute disaster for our democracy and our economy? And how many of you have come to see that it's so much worse than what you expected? My last question is, how many of you are willing to do everything you can in our community to get us out of this hell? Then I'm going to link arms with you. Thank you so much, Livermore. Thank you.
In the meantime, several Democratic lawmakers and some police officers who were inside the Capitol during the January 6th attacks want GOP leaders to install a plaque honoring the officers' work that day.
We are here to ask the question, How much more do these officers have to do? What else do they have to give to be properly honored and to have this plaque, which is 2 years overdue, put inside the Capitol to memorialize what happened that day? And our Republican colleagues are very good about talking about backing the blue, but backing the blue is not a t-shirt. It's not a slogan. It's a deed. And what we see too often is that they don't back the blue, they back the coup. In some warped way, the heroes of January 6th, through the acts of President Trump, have become the villains. And the villains, through the acts of President Trump, have somehow been sold to the American people as the heroes. But we know the truth. We know what these officers did, and we know what was done to them. What more must they do? They shouldn't have to do another act. It's on us, a Republican Congress and a Republican president, to act and to honor them. I'm Congressman Eric Swalwell, and over the past 100 days, I've taken you under the Capitol dome. I've taken you inside the fight for our democracy, day by day, lie by lie, policy by policy. We started on day one, exposing Donald Trump's falsehoods as he took the oath of office. I took you into the aftermath of violent fires that ravaged homes in Southern California when Donald Trump threatened to cut off aid to families who had lost everything. Throughout these first 100 days, we tracked corruption and chaos as the Trump administration hollowed out our federal agencies, firing veterans of all people at the FBI, CDC, and FAA, putting public safety at risk. We met with our Canadian allies while Trump picked trade fights with our closest friends. We listened to hardworking Americans across the country when their Republican representatives refused to do so. And we stood shoulder to shoulder with everyday Americans on April 5th in DC, saying loud and clear, hands off our democracy. You saw the pain, the job cuts, the soaring prices, the betrayal of essential workers. But you also saw something else: resilience, courage, community, resistance. I told you on day one, we're going to stand up for democracy, and we're going to link arms and do it together. The first 100 days may be behind us, but the story of our country, your story, is far from over. Stay loud, stay strong, stay in this fight.